What's up, my dudes? How y'all doing? So, I've recently played the Black Ops 6 beta off of like a 2 year hiatus from COD. I think the last one I played was like MW2, or the one before that. I'm not sure. And not for any negative reasons or anything. I just have not been a huge fan of the gameplay recently, but I can definitely say for sure, after playing the beta, my COD itch is definitely back. I can't really like directly pinpoint what it is about this game that I like so much more than the other ones, like the recent ones, but it definitely feels a lot better. Graphically speaking, I feel like every COD recently has been like pretty, but so it's like no real surprise that this one is also like pretty looking. But I will say though that Black Ops 6, it does have that like little pop of color that you get from Treyarch games that I personally adore. Like compared to like the Modern Warfares and whatever, the this one is just like it's just a little bit more colorful. I'd say like you could say in a way a little bit less realistic, but I think like the pop of color definitely helps the game be more interesting. Overall though, like sound wise, I would say it's pretty solid. Like the footsteps aren't. I feel like the footsteps should be just a little bit louder, but that's like a slippery slope, because if you mess that up, you essentially just change the entire like gameplay loop of how the maps work and how the people play it. And I feel like right now it's in a relatively good spot. I like faster paced Call of Duties, and I feel like if you were to bump up the footsteps volume, it would like force people to just like play a little bit slower and listen for footsteps, and I think that would make the game less fun overall. So I think it's in a good spot right now. Just maybe a little bit louder. I will say though, since we are talking about sound, that song that plays in the menu right now is an absolute banger. I don't know who sings it, or what the song is called, or what, but chef's kiss, bro. Now, I can't really fully comment on the UI for Black Ops 6 because the full game isn't out yet, so I'm not sure what it's going to look like. But I just want to mention how incredibly annoyingly tedious it is to get to this game on PC. Like, why is it that I have to load into the Activision Call of Duty launcher, which literally, what, actually, why does the Call of Duty launcher look like I'm on Netflix with guns? Like, what is that? Literally, whoever made that launcher, the UI for that launcher needs to be fired because it's horrible. Like, I'm not on a streaming service. Like, hmm, you think that's what it was? They probably thought like, oh, it's a streaming service where we're gonna be streaming different games for people, so let's make it look like Netflix. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's a game. It's a video game, bro. But what I was saying after that little tangent was that it's annoying that you have to open the Call of Duty launcher, then click on Black Ops 6, which will close the Call of Duty launcher, and then open Black Ops 6, and then you load into it. It's just so much, and especially if you like you have a. I've tried it on my laptop, and that thing almost cried. There's just so much going on at the same time. Like give the thing a rest. Just I feel like each individual game should have its own personal launcher, but maybe I'm asking for too much, and that's a lot of dev time that you know they don't want to allocate. Let's talk about the operators real quick. I feel like I haven't even really paid attention or cared about the operator since like Black Ops 3. That was the only game I cared about the operators in, and I personally just feel like it's just a way to sell skins. So I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not my cup of tea, but I do understand that it makes people a lot of money, and I guess the community likes it. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure. I haven't been like playing COD in a long time, so I don't know if like operators are something that the community actually likes. But me personally, I hate it, but I understand why it's in there. So it probably makes them a lot of money. The movement speed and then like the like omnidirectional movement or whatever it's called is absolutely freaking fire, bro. I don't know. I love the ability to dolphin dive and slide at the same time. It feels very nice. And just the way you hold your gun and you see it like the way it sways when you turn the camera feels so fluid that it makes you feel like you're actually playing the freaking you're like actually in there, you know? So I think your overall movements, like leg wise, and your actual like handling of the gun is really nice. And I also appreciate that like while it is advanced movement, it's not like infinite warfare where people would literally be like jumping over you or like Like, was it Infinite Warfare or Advanced Warfare? Where you literally like running at somebody, somebody turns the corner, you could literally just jump straight up and to the right. Like you could fly. I just appreciate that that's not a thing anymore because I hated that. It keeps you more at like eye level for the most part. Now you create a class. I thought perk wise, very solid, very solid. I also like the perk set booster which you get, which is interesting. I don't know if they did it in any other CODs, but it was a cool topic, not topic, cool addition that I use. I go all red first, but just like every other recent COD, they have the gunsmith. I feel like they didn't do a horrible job this time though. Like it's pretty manageable for the most part. It's not like was it MW2 where each gun had like 20 freaking attachments that you have to choose from. It seems more manageable than the previous CODs that have been out. The overall feel, like it's a COD game. There's been like over 20 at this point. So it's gonna feel like in a way like every other COD. I feel like the additional health that they give you, so like the time to kill is just a little bit longer than other CODs. I definitely think it makes it feel like its own game, even though it is a Call of Duty. It doesn't feel like other Call of Duties where like you have like even faster time to kill, where you just kind of look at it's like you could actually fight the gunfight instead of just like whoever looks at the other person first wins, which I personally like. It does make getting multi kills a little bit harder, but I mean, I'm willing to accept that because now if you get like a quad in chat, that means you're just that good, you know? Because before in some other games, you literally just like look at a person, a person, a person. You just hold the freaking trigger down and like everybody's wiped. You actually have to like sit there and aim at each individual person now. So I think it does increase like the skill gap to play well just a little bit, but I think that's an overall good addition to the game. Plus, if you want a faster time to kill, just go on hardcore when that comes out. You know what I mean? In general, though, for my review, uh, I think the beta was pretty freaking fire, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I'm genuinely excited for the like full game release. I haven't bought a Call of Duty like flat out on release in years, because usually I just wait just for like reviewers to tell me how fucked I am, and then I usually just wait for there to be a sale and then I get it. But this time I'm actually like considering getting it. Well, not even considering. I'm definitely gonna get it as soon as it releases. Not to mention, like we don't even know what like the entire gun list, map list. Don't know what the zombie maps are like. The zombie story is gonna be like the actual campaign. Like if it is anything like what they've shown us so far, absolute banger. And I think the Call of Duty franchise kind of needs that because they've been just kind of like stagnant recently, you know? Ooh, sorry, off topic. I know for a fact, freaking the COD League is gonna go crazy, bro. I can tell. And it's gonna actually. I feel like usually the Treyarch games tend to like allow the COD League to be better in general because it's overall prettier, you know. So you're not just sitting there watching some dull ass map in the background. It's actually like very nice colors, and I think that's actually like I think it's gonna be a really nice year for the COD League. Shout out Optic. I'm a fanboy. I've been a fanboy since Scumpy. You know, that's my king right there. I'm with Shotzi now. Apparently, he's. I didn't. Whatever. We can have that conversation another time about me being upset that Scumpy randomly left. But anyways, that's how I felt about the beta. Pretty solid. I'm definitely gonna buy the game when it comes out. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you about something else at another time.